"It's okay, my love," she whispered. "We will get through this together. Money comes and goes, but our love is what matters." Lived a young man named Shokode, a wealthy Igbo man. At 32, he was the embodiment of success. His fleet of luxury cars, sprawling mansion, and thriving tech company were testament to his financial prowess. However, despite his immense wealth, Shokode was haunted by the profound insecurity. He did not believe that any woman could love him for who he was. Independent of his riches, Shokode was handsome, with a well-groomed beard, piercing eyes, and a charming smile that could easily disarm anyone. Yet he had built a fortress around his heart, convinced that any woman who showed interest in him was only after his money. This belief had been reinforced by past relationships where love seemed to evaporate once the gifts and vacations ceased. One sunny afternoon, Shukuri attended a cultural festival in a town. It was there he met Adobe, a young woman with an infectious smile and a heart full of dreams. Adobe was 28, a passionate teacher who dedicated her life to educating children. Her eyes shone with sincerity, and she carried herself with a grace that immediately captivated Shokode. Unlike other women he had met, Adobe was uninterested in Shokode's world. She spoke passionately about her work and the joy of seeing her students learn and grow. Shokode found himself drawn to Adobe's authenticity, and they soon began spending more time together. Adobe treated Shokode like any other man, not like a wealthy mogul. She was warm, compassionate, and had a kindness that touched everyone around her. After several months of courtship, Shokode proposed to Adobe, and she accepted without hesitation. Her love for him was pure, devoid of any materialistic desires. But Shokode's lingering doubt clouded his happiness. He feared that Adobe's love might fade if his fortunes were to be changed. In a moment of self-doubt, he decided to test her love. Shokode approached his childhood friend Emeka with a plan. Emeka was skeptical but agreed to help. Understanding Shokode's fears and wanting to help his friend find peace of mind. "Let's see if Adobe truly loves me for who I am, not for what I have," Shokode explained. The plan was simple. Shokode would pretend that he had lost all his wealth and observe how Adobe reacted. One evening, Shokode returned home with a heavy heart and a fabricated story. "Adobe," he began, his voice trembling, "I have lost everything. My company is bankrupt and we have nothing left." Adobe looked at him with shock, but without a moment's hesitation, wrapped her arms around him. "It's okay, my love," she whispered. "We will get through this together. Money comes and goes, but our love is what matters." Her words were like a balm to Shokode's anxious heart. Despite her comforting words, he remained unconvinced, determined to push the test further. The next day, Adobe took out her credentials and started searching for a job. She knew that they would need money to survive, and she was determined to support her husband through his challenging time. She took up a part-time teaching position and used her savings to manage their household expenses. Adobe's unwavering faith and determination amazed Chukwudi. She never once complained or blamed him for their situation. Instead, she prayed daily, asking God to give him and them the strength to bless Chukwudi with renewed success. Weeks passed, and Chukwudi decided to test Adobe's loyalty one last time. He came home one evening with a grim expression. "The bank is going to take our house," he announced. Finding despair, "We have nowhere to go." Adobe felt a pang of fear but remained resolute. She reached out to her families to know if she can get a help from them, but to no avail. She went to her sister's house to know if she can accommodate her and her husband Chukwudi, but her sister's husband refused. She had to reach out to her friend Nkechi, leading temporary shelter. Nkechi, who had always been skeptical of Chukwudi, was reluctant at first. "Why should I help that man?" Nkechi questioned. "He has nothing now. He can't even take care of you, Adobe. Why are you still with that man? Why can't you go and look for a man that can take care of you? Do you want to suffer with this man for the rest of your life?" "But he is my husband," Nkechi, Adobe replied. "I love him, and we must stand by those we love no matter what." After much persuasion, Nkechi agreed to let them stay in her spare room. Adobe and Chukwudi moved in, but life was not easy. Nkechi's disdain for Chukwudi was evident, but Adobe remained respectful and supportive of her husband, defending him at every opportunity. Chukwudi was deeply moved by Adobe's loyalty and resilience. The woman who stood by him through thick and thin, even when all seems lost, had proven her love beyond any doubt. Unable to bear the facade any longer, Chukwudi confessed to Adobe. "My love, I have something to tell you," he said, his voice filled with emotion. "The truth is, I never lost my world. I only wanted to see if you truly loved me without it. I see now that your love is genuine and unconditional." Tears welled up in Adobe's eyes, not out of anger, but from the relief that Chukwudi finally saw the truth she had known all along. "Chukwudi, I love you for who you are, not for what you have. We could live in a hut or a mansion, but my love for you would remain the same." Chukwudi embraced her, overwhelmed with gratitude and love. He realized how blessed he was to have such a remarkable woman by his side. From that day forward, he vowed to cherish and honor Adobe, knowing he had found a love more precious than any material possession. Chukwudi and Adobe returned to their home, grateful for the strength of their relationship. The experience had not only reinforced their bond but had also taught Chukwudi the true meaning of love. Their story became a testament to the power of love and the importance of trust in relationship. Chukwudi's fears were laid to rest, and he embraced his role as a loving husband, grateful for the life they were building together. In time, the couple was blessed with a beautiful baby boy whom they named Shijoke, meaning God's gift, talent. God gives talent. They raised him with the values of love, respect, and humility, ensuring he grew up knowing the true essence of life. Shukudi never forgot the lesson he had learned, and he and Adobe continued to share a love story that inspired everyone around them. A story that proved beyond a doubt that true love transcends wealth and material possession. This is the end of my story. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel to get more interesting stories. Thank you.